Well, there have been tremendous success so far in terms of reaching polio eradication. Back since 1988, cases have dropped by almost 99%, and cases are now only really endemic. That is, they haven't stopped transmission in just 4 countries, whereas before there were about 125 countries where polio was actively being transmitted. So there have been some great successes, but there are certainly some real challenges in terms of reaching the last children and reaching the last cases in these other endemic countries to ensure that we can really stop transmission around the world. Right now, frankly, one of the key issues is financial, and is finding the appropriate funding levels that are needed to provide vaccines to every last child around the world, particularly in these countries where there's ongoing transmission. We obviously have issues in terms of trying to reach children in areas which are insecure, like in Afghanistan and parts of Pakistan. And in other countries, I think the real issues are ensuring that we have a high enough quality of the campaigns to ensure that every child is reached and that we get every campaign to all the countries that really need it. CDC Foundation in particular has been extremely instrumental in some really targeted areas that have been very helpful for the program, particularly in terms of our Global Endowment Fund, which the CDC Foundation is the key administrator and advocates for. Helps to raise funds for it as well as helps to administer it. And this global endowment provides us some real flexible targeted funding for small amounts that can really make a huge difference in terms of meeting immediate needs for campaigns and providing vaccines to kids. And one key example that comes to mind is recently we needed to have flak jackets for vaccinators in Somalia, and the endowment fund was able to provide just small funds that were really urgently needed to be able to make the campaign go forward. So, I think the key thing with polio is, as with all immunization, is really making a direct impact on children's lives. And knowing that providing a service and an intervention which really can help the poorest parts of the population, and really helping to ensure that all kids have an equitable access to survival. And I think that that's really the key, the gist of public health, and what CDC is trying to do, and what I think I'm personally trying to be engaged with and committed to.